It's the Mzansi Magic behind the scenes digital content, and I'm sitting right now with Glenn van Loggerenberg, the executive producer of Don't Look Down Productions, as well as the executive producer of DStv Mzansi Viewers Choice Awards 2017, 2018, and 2020. In terms of the viewer at home, are there any surprises that we can look forward to for the third DStv Mzansi Viewers Choice Award?
Well, running a show like this is a game, right? You gotta come out swinging. You gotta have a great opener. You gotta have ups and downs all the way, and you gotta have a good finale and a couple of surprises along the way. Yeah. So I think for viewers, the show is a little bit different from the point of view that we've left a lot of the old award show format, packaging elements behind to try and speed things up. And the reason for that is because we've got such a big audience in the venue, thousands of people. You can't be sitting around watching video after video. The action needs to be as live as possible. So the surprise in the show is really just that things are a little bit different from how they were done in the past. And the dynamic with the big live audience is a different sort of challenge, and it gives you a different creative freedom as well.
Standing with me right now has to be one of the hardest working person on this amazing production, Philisa Bidi. You've worked on 3 of them. Now, a lot of people at home don't understand the hard work that goes into an award show this big. It's at the end now. Can you talk us through how long it took you and how you feel?
Oh my God, so, like a year? So the process, from nominees to voting, to presenting the lineup, to approving the lineup, to contacting artists, dancers, outfits, pyro, stage managers, lights. Oh my God, a lot.
Do you even sleep, girl?
What sleep?
And in terms of the future, bigger productions, the DStv Mzansi Viewers Choice Awards is the upper echelon of South African award shows, if not the benchmark of South African award shows. What can we expect in the future?
More and better.
Now, here's one of my favorite categories, the One Life Legend Award. You had Brahu for the very first DStv Mzansi Viewers Choice Awards, and you could say it was written in the stars for it to work that way. And often when you get a Legend Award, people are late, But you said we need to give this award to someone living. Lebo M is the recipient in 2020. His work speaks for itself, but I want to know the thinking behind it. And I know why Lebo M, but the viewer at home, from an executive producer's standpoint, why Lebo M?
Well, every time you shine a light on someone, you're telling their story, and you've got to have a reason to tell the story at that time. And, with Lebo M, the 25-year story of the Lion King, and the fact that they managed to rule the box office with this, the same story again in an updated new production, and that he's remained relevant in that lane for so long as an artist, and he's really brought an authentic voice to something that could have really been quite different if he hadn't been involved. But the game with the Legend Award is that you're quite right. A lot of the time we tend to acknowledge people when they're no longer around. But there's another part of it too, which is when you are able to put an elder on the stage, they can demonstrate the level. And that's something that young artists really need, because the challenge of being young and popular and successful is that you don't yet have all the tools of the trade. And when you watch a master, it's a lesson that no one can tell you, but when you are that artist and you see that person perform, you start to understand. So when we put people like Lebo or Rebecca or Brahu on, it's also as an educational piece, as well as to acknowledge them while they can receive the adulation. So this year Lebo is the right choice for us, just from the point of view of the timing. And the other thing is that when you got 7,000 people in the room, you want to drop a hit.
This cool old man is in charge of business development at Don't Look Down Productions. His name is Tebogo Tariq Mogola. Bro, in terms of organizing such a massive event like the DStv Mzansi Viewers Choice Awards and celebrating South African entertainment royalty, you are bossing it up and taking the bar to another level.
Yeah.
In terms of the viewers at home, what does that mean for them?
The viewers at home, it's authentic. right? And we're always in a space of we go in the youth, I don't know where they're going, all of that stuff. This is that show that you're sitting down with your moms, right? And you're like, moms, this is this piano performance. And then later on, your moms is like, hey, this is this legendary performance. So it's family, it's heritage. That can only happen through dialogue and conversations that we're having in the lounge.
Now, also, family is what Mzansi Magic is about and Mzansi Wetu is about. You've decided to also bring someone who's part of the family, Minnie Dlamini Jones, as the new host this year, changing, the face. What can we expect from her?
Well, from Minnie, ultra perfectionist, that's one.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm not just going to do lines and whatnot. I want to be part of the show.
Yeah.
I want to understand what's happening at the beginning till the end.
Yes.
And how do you use me? She's constantly available to work.
Yes.
Whether from WhatsApp calls that me and her have been having to behind the scenes stuff that we've been working on. And she's like, don't stress. I'll pick up the phone. I'll call myself. I'll get there.
Yeah.
Hands on, roll up sleeves, put the weave aside.
Yeah.
She gets down and dirty. And because she knows she's part of a bigger plan. Her passion exceeds and professionalism is key.
There's no other award show in South Africa that beats the DStv Mzansi Viewers Choice Awards. Not because I work with you or I work on it, but like in terms of entertainment. On the beat. How long does it take for you to actually make that translate to the viewer at home and the audience members?
Well, the entertainment value is in breaking the rules. So if you want to break rules, you need to know what they are. So for us, every time we do a show, we're trying to move the agenda of live television events and broadcasts forward. And if you think about how these things work, it's the moment someone does something that's off the usual kind of agenda for an award show, you have to ask yourself, do they know they're doing that? And if you do know you're doing that, then you're free and you can push it a little bit further. But as far as award shows are concerned, I think what's really important about this one is the fact that the audience has such a strong role to play in terms of selecting the winners. So Don't Look Down's done, I think this is our 13th or 14th big award show. And, the early days of award shows, it was really down to a panel of experts who had their opinions and they would fight it out. Whereas here it's a much more egalitarian kind of approach and it really is about audience affection. And it also invests the nominees because they can enlist their own fan bases to promote them. And it turns it into a more interactive experience for the fans, for the artists, and as well as for the audience. And what's good about it is that when we program the entertainment relative to the nominee list or close to it, we know that the content's already pre-approved by the audience. You understand? So we hedge our bets all the way through, and that's what gives us the confidence to leave behind the long kind of coming up later in the show, this and that and this and that, and it just goes on for days. We've discarded all of those things, and we're confident enough to do it because we know that when we come back from the break, that performance is something the audience already loves.
Yeah. Thank you so much for chatting. I know you don't do this often. Go back to work, man. I just always wanted to tell my boss to go back to work. Go work, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.